Hello everyone, this is another Deer Isle 6.0 tutorial, and today we're going to be going into the old temple via the blood sacrifice. We're here in the swamp north of RCFI at the blood sacrifice altar here. It is almost midnight. In order to do the blood sacrifice, it has to be midnight, between the hours of midnight and 07 in the morning, and you have to be cut to enter into the blood sacrifice to get into the temple. Before we get started, I do want to say thank you to the refuge servers and to OneTap, who owns those servers. You can support the refuge servers by joining their Discord and playing on their servers, and you can also support OneTap as a creator on YouTube by giving him a subscription. Also, please go to my channel and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. But without further ado, we're going to get into it. As you can see, while I was talking, it did turn over to midnight and the blood sacrifice altar did light up. Take our NVGs off and get a closer look. That is what it looks like, lit up without the NVGs, and again with the NVGs. Now if I step on it now, nothing's going to happen because I'm not bleeding. There's two ways you can make yourself bleed here really easily. One is take your boots off and walk around on the rocks and stuff. The other way is to take your gloves off and punch a wall. I'm not wearing any gloves, so we'll just go over to this house. You can't punch like this fence or a tree or anything, it doesn't work. But I can punch the wall of this house. And I am cut now. As you can see, I'm gonna put my gloves on and we're gonna go into the blood sacrifice. When you teleport into the old temple using the blood sacrifice, it will place you at a random location. So what I show you in this tutorial might not be representative of what you see when you teleport into the blood sacrifice, but I will do my best to kind of explain how to get different places from different areas of the temple, and hopefully you get one of the more common teleport locations, so this guide will be more useful to you. But anyway, also once I get in, we're going to wait until daytime to do the rest of the tutorial, because it'll just be easier for you to see and navigate in the daytime. If you do this yourself without NVGs, it might not be a bad idea to wait till daytime to do this, but you can do it with a head torch or a glow stick if you don't have NVGs, but without NVGs it's much easier in the daytime. So we're just going to get in there, we're going to wait till daytime. I'll skip all that in the video and then you'll see this in the daylight, but here we go. Now when you teleport into the temple through the swamp, this message does go out to the entire server that says a soul has been sacrificed to the gods. So now every player on the server knows somebody just used the blood sacrifice. Now that we're inside, we do want to get a bandage and fix ourselves because we cut ourselves. Once that's done, you're ready to go. But like I said, I am going to wait until daytime for the rest of this. Alright, we are back and it is now daytime. We did get one of the more common teleport locations. These pedestals are all over the temple, and that's what you do teleport onto when you teleport through the blood sacrifice. This particular location brings you to this outdoor area, but you're completely surrounded. If you go through that tunnel right there, it leads down to some of the more common teleport locations as well, and we might just go down there to see what it's like to navigate through the temple from down there. But you could also go this way from this teleport location, and you're gonna go through here and around, but honestly it's kind of a longer route to go that way, so we're gonna actually go down to some of the other teleport locations and we're gonna start navigating from there. It's just a little room that has a loot in it. This big room is a good room to kind of orientate yourself once you teleport into the temple. If you're not sure where you are, there's a couple of different teleport locations that lead to this room. Here's one. Here's another one. And if you get either of those, I would just say go this way and go to the right here. There's other teleport locations throughout the temple that we won't cover in this guide, because I feel like these are the most common that I see all the times I've come through this temple. There's a teleport location straight across. There's one right there. This is a teleport location here. But if you end up in this room, you want to just get to the back side of this room. Just swim to the back side of this room. Once you get to this ramp, you can vault up here and you can go up in here. This is kind of a central point right here that you're going to use to navigate to the different pathways to get through the temple. Now, what we're trying to get to is either to the hammerhead to complete Thor's hammer, or we're trying to get to the brazier where you light the brazier to open the in-game corridor to get inside the in-game. Now, there is a mechanic that was designed to determine which paths are open. There's technically five possible paths that you can use to get into the temple where the hammerhead and the in-game entrance is. I'm going to show you how that mechanic works. And once you understand that, you can use that mechanic to navigate through the temple and get to the hammerhead and the in-game entrance. But then I'm going to show you how I do it, because honestly, doing it by the mechanic is a little slower, in my opinion, than just going and looking for the proper path. Also, keep in mind that once you're in the temple madness starts to set in. You'll start hearing noises and shivering, reloading, gunshots, things like that. It's an anti-camping mechanic. Once you hit about 2 hours, your character will start smoking red, really big smoke. And after 4 hours, Smokey will start pursuing you and teleport you out of the temple. But anyway, let's get started. So first, we're going to go check out this mechanic that involves these braziers to determine which paths open. For that, if you do come this way that I came in, you're going to go left here. Alright, when you're going to make this jump, you're going to crouch jump with weapon in hand. If you miss the jump, you can just swim over and get back up. And try it again. We go through this tunnel. So we're on our way to the braziers that are part of the mechanic for figuring out which paths are open. Once you get here, you're going to take a right, and you're looking for that. That's the bottom of that smokestack that's inside of the temple here. You're going to run past that. These two are dead ends, so you're going to take a right here. Go through here. And then when you get to an intersection, you're going to take a left. And then when you get to the next intersection, you're going to take another left. Once you get to these stairs, you're going to take a left and go up these stairs. And then when you get right here, if you look to your right, here's your braziers that are going to determine the paths that are open. Alright, there's two braziers here with sticks on them, and there's two without. Now, by design, where this stick is, it's supposed to be a flame. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's a glitch that Sometimes it just doesn't work right. But basically this stick represents that this brazier is lit. So each of these 4 braziers represents a path. The ones with the sticks on them, or if they're burning, represent the paths that are open. And these that have nothing represent the paths that are closed. All right, so I'm gonna name the paths for you. I'm gonna name this one as upper left. This one is upper right. This one is lower left. And this one is the path that's deeper inside the temple. So this one's in a little different spot. All right. Now how to get to those paths. These 2 are closed. These 2 are open. So I'm going to show you these 2 and this one right now. Now this path is the closest to where we're at right now, even though it's closed. But let's go take a look. So we know top left is open, top right is open, bottom left is closed, and the one deeper inside the temple is closed. So if you go over here, step up here, fall down, there's a false floor here. You can kind of see it. You can see the light coming through it. So you don't want to fall through there. You want to jump up here. And you want to go over and fall back down. Alright. Now this part right here does represent one of the paths. This was the 3rd brazier. And if you go that way, it'll take you all the way to the temple if it's open. But this one is actually closed based on the braziers, the way they're lit right now. The ones that are open are the upper left, which is up here. So if I go down here, you can see that pedestal, or that pathway right there. If that was closed, that would be missing. But because it's present, that path is open. And then same thing across the way. One of these walkways would be missing. That is the upper right. That one is open. You can go that way. So we can go either this way or this way right now. And the mechanic told us those paths were open. This path is that 3rd path, which is closed, and there's a 4th path, which is also closed. And I'm going to show you all those paths. There's also a 5th cheese path right there, and I'll show you that as well. I think, and I could be wrong about this, because I think it used to have a walkway that would be random as well, that would appear right here. But I don't think that one appears anymore. I think that one's permanently closed now. But there is a way to get from this side to this side without that pathway being present. And I'll show you that as well near the end of this this video. Alright, so let's go back up to our room. We know which ones are open. Remember, there's a false floor here. Okay. Alright. So, to get to this upper left one, the upper left path, we're going to go back the same way we came to get to that path. So I'm going to go back down this way, go back down these stairs, take a right, back down the tunnel. This time when we get to the intersections, we're going to take rights. Right turn there. Next intersection, we're going to take another right turn. Right turn here. Now, we came from this way when we teleported into the temple from the swamp, and we took this right to go this way. Now this time we're going to go straight instead of back that way. And at this intersection, we're going to take a left. Not right, a left. We're going to go all the way up these stairs. Now here we are. This is the path that was open according to the Braziers. This is the upper left path. This piece right here would be gone if it was closed. This would be the missing piece. And once we're up here, I'm going to take you already all the way to the temple. And this path, once you get to these points, this path will pretty much be the same for every path. Get over here, you're looking for this little column that's sideways to cross. And then over here, you're going to be looking for a path that goes down these rocks. And then you're going to go through these pine trees to the left. And you're going to cross over these walkways. Once you're here, you're at the bridge. You're just going to go this way. Now this here is the only jump you have to make for this to get all the way over to the temple now. And if you're too heavy, you can take your vest or your bag and throw it across. I'm not too heavy, but I'll show you that you can do that. Put your bag in your hand and throw it across. And then put your gun in your hand, and you can either crouch jump this or just regular jump it with a sprint jump. Pick your bag up and continue on. If you don't make that jump, and it's possible, I've missed it before, you will either fall and break your leg on a part below, or you'll fall all the way down and die. Once you get up to the temple, I always go around to the left side. And then go inside here. Jump up here to deal with Zeds. But anyway, that's how you get into the end game down there through that brazier. You have to light it with the lit staff. I'll show you how to get onto it and light it and teleport into the end game in a future video. But if you're coming here for the handle, we came in through this way. We came in from out here. We take a left here, deal with the Zeds if they're here. Come up here, and you're going to go out this way. The hammerhead is going to spawn on one of these 3 platforms up here. There it is on the left. Hammer in hand. I got the hammerhead and I'm ready to get out of here if that's what I came for. Before we go back to the Braziers and discuss the other routes to get to the other pass, I am going to show you how to get out of here after you get your hammerhead. So you go back into the temple here. This is how I do it. You can also jump down out there and go the same way, kind of around the other side. But I always go through here and drop down here, go over here. I showed this exit route in the double diving video tutorial I have as well, which is the easiest and safest way to get into the temple and get your hammer and get out. Or to get to the end game, is to do the dive. But sometimes it's just not possible. You have to do it this way. So maybe put your boots in your hands here so they don't break. Drop twice. Boots back on. Gonna jump over here. Go straight down. And you're gonna cross the river here. Head straight up this hill. Looking for this gap in the cliffs. can go all the way up to this cliff face to try to avoid some of the Zeds that are around here. You might be able to get through without aggro, you might not. I heard aggro, but I don't see him. Go down to the river. Gonna go right up here. Now this changed. You've seen me go this way in a previous video, the double dive video, but this changed a little bit since then. It's now got this extra protection added here for anti-camping measures. So now instead of just dropping down like you did before, you go down this and drop down here, and then you're gonna take the same teleporter and end up right back in the swamp. This is going to bring you out in a random location as well. So you got to find your way out of the swamp. Best thing is to find the tracks, the railroad tracks, which are right in front of me. And you're going to follow them out, or at least orient yourself north and south and go whichever way you want to go next to get out of the swamp. Where I came out, the blood sacrifice is over there. This goes south to RCFI. This goes north to the other island where Portland, KMUC, and all that is. But anyway, I'm going to get back into the temple to show you the rest of the routes. But this is how you get out with your hammer. So, I'll be back in a few to show you the other routes. Alright. We are back in the Brazier room, and we have the same 4 Braziers, same configuration. So this was top left, top right, bottom left, and then the one deeper inside the temple. So now, if we want to get to the top right, the best way to get there, we went that way to get to the top left. The best way to get to the top right is to go down these stairs behind the Braziers, and you're going to end up in this bigger room. And I like to go right over here to drop onto this column here, and then drop again onto this right here. Now, to get to that top right, we're going to go over here, cross over these stairs, and right here there's a crawl space. So you're looking between these 2 columns here and a big bush. There's a crawl space. You're going to crawl through. Once you get through, you're going to run through this corridor up these stairs. Going to take a left here. Run across these. Up the stairs. And here we are. This is the route. And you're going to follow this all the way across. Up here, and now we're kind of back where we were on the other path, where we came right here. This is where we came out from the other path, right here, and now the rest of the way is the same as before. So now we're going to go back to the Brazier room, and I'm going to show you the other 2 paths. Alright, we're back in the Brazier room again, and even though the path is not open, I'm going to show you the next path. Alright, I had told you at the beginning of this this tutorial that if you are in the temple for 2 hours, you'll start smoking red. And that's what's going on right now. I am smoking red. So I've been here just over 2 hours, even though the video is not that long because I've been skipping around a lot. But anyway, so we're back at the Brazier, and we are going to do the lower left path now. That's this one. It's not open, but I'm going to show you the path anyway. So for this one, you're going to go out here again. Remember, there's a false floor here. And go down here. This way has a slight little jump to it. Don't be too close to the left here, because this outcropping of this rock or whatever can get you caught up and make you miss this jump. And once you get over here, these bushes, then you're going to take a left here through these bushes. You're going to take a right here, and you're going to go down these rocks, up this way, across this column, up through the bushes. Alright, this is where we're going to run into where the path is closed because it's not open. So after this first set of walkways, you're going to come to this one, and then there it is. It's closed. But I'm going to pretend like it's open and show you just really quickly the rest of this path. So I'm going to work my way around and come back to it from the other side to show you how to finish this route. So I'll be right with you. Alright, here I am. I came back. That's where the break was. So you would continue over this walkway if it was open. And then just be wary of this part right here. There's a little gap, but you're just going to jump over that. And now you're already on the bridge part. And when we came from the other upper right, we came here. The other way, we came up here. But now you're already on the bridge. So you would just continue down and make the jump and all that. Alright, so we're going to go back to the Brazier room, and I'm going to show you the other path. Alright, we're back in the Brazier room, and we have this last path. This is the one that's deeper inside the temple. We could go this way to get there, or we could drop through the false floor, which is a little quicker, and you can do that when you try it, but I'm going to go this way, because if we were going to navigate to this when we first teleport into the swamp, we would do it this way anyway. So we're going to go back into this big room, drop down again, and we're going to go back where we were. And before, when we did the upper right, we crossed over these stairs and we went through the crawl space over there. This time we're going to go down through the middle, straight across here. Go right, go left, go right. We're going to go all the way to the end of this corridor. Now, we are going to go this way, but quickly I'm going to show you that cheese way that will probably get fixed by John McClane at some point, where it won't work anymore. But if you wanted to go this way, and this way will work every time until he fixes it, just go up here. There's the missing part. Step down here, and you want to inch your way over until you're in this little part here, and then you vault up. Vault up. Take your time, because if you wiggle around too much there, you could fall. Then you just inch your way over here and get on the other side, and you can go all the way to the bridge from this way. And when you go up this way, you're going to go a little different. You're going to go this way. We'll go straight across here. You're going to go up. And up again. And once you get right here, it's the same path. This is where we came up on the top right path. And there's the top left path. So it's the same route to get across the bridge to the temple. So let's get back to where we started the cheese route and continue down to that inner part of the temple. Alright, so here we are. This was the cheese path. This is where we came from. Now we're going to continue down this way, all the way to the end. Once you get into this big room, you're going to turn left, vault over this, get over here, going to vault up onto this ledge, vault up here, and vault up here. Follow this corridor, and follow this corridor. And before you get to that gate, you see there's a gate laying against the wall here. There's an open path here. You're going to go in here. You're going to take this down, and you're going to go down these stairs. Once you get down here, there's some areas you can loot. You can keep going down that way to loot some more. But if you take a left here and through the ivy, you're going to come in here, go through this tunnel. There's like a false wall here you got to vault over. Then once you get in here, when this path is open, there will be a walkway here. But I'm going to go the back way around, get back here, and show you the rest of this path. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Here was the broken path. Assuming it was open, we would continue on this way. Up these stairs. And then we're going to turn around here, go over, and we're going to go around this, and we're going to go through this ledge here. Hug this ledge. This looks like you have to vault over it. You don't. You just walk right up it. You're going to follow this up here. And then you're going to go right here, and this is the rest of this way is the same as I just showed you with the cheese path. So you're going to go up there, and then the rest of the way is the same. So that's it. Now we're going to go back to where we started after we teleported in. I'm going to show you what I usually do, which is to just try to figure out which path's open without going all the way to the Braziers and doing all that. Just find the open path when you teleport in. So let's get back over there. Alright, so we are back here where we first came up from the teleport areas. We came up these stairs. And we went left here and we vaulted over we jumped over this gap. And that's the way we went to get to the Braziers in the first place. Now, the way I would start this is I would go up these stairs first. And I would go to that upper right path, which we saw how to get there. Remember, we came from the Brazier room. The Brazier room brought us where we had to drop down there. But there's no way to get to that Brazier room from here. But this is the path to the upper right, so we can go straight to it. Here's the crawl space between the two pillars. Here's that left. Go through here. And here we are. And once you're here, you can identify if this one is open, because you'll see the gap right here. And if it's open, just go that way and you're done. And you can identify if that one is open by looking at that gap right there. And we already knew it was open because we checked it earlier. There's always 2 paths open. So if both of these are closed, you know, no matter which other path you go, either the lower left right there or the one that's inside the temple, one of those is going to be open. Or both of them are going to be open, actually, because it's 50-50. But you have a pretty good chance that one of these is going to be open if you come up here and look. And you can identify that already. So if, like, say this one's closed, you know you got to make it all the way back to that upper one if you want to go that way already. But you could also check the inner one. If this one's closed, you could check the inner one without going all the way. You have to go the same way to get to that one and that one from this location. So we go back. Back through the crawl, and here we are. So now we can go down the middle path, and I showed you that earlier in the video, so go back to that if you want to see that. And you go that way to check if that inner path is open. And if you have to go from the teleport to one of those other paths, the upper left or lower left, you would go back down these stairs. This is where we first came in. And you would make the jump over here again to go that way. And remember, it's the same. So if you already know the upper path is open, you don't have to go all the way to the Braziers when you go down this way. Once you get down here, you're going to take a left instead of a right. Go up. Take a left here. You're going to take a left here. And then here's where you take the stairs and go through the path. It's straightforward from here to that upper path, upper left path. If you wanted to go to the lower left path from the where you teleport in from the swamp, it's basically the same as going to the Braziers. So here, instead of taking that left, you would take the right, go past the smokestack, then you're gonna, once you get through this, you're gonna take lefts at the intersections. Every intersection you're gonna take a left. First intersection's here, take a left. Next intersection is here, you're going to take a left. Up these stairs. There's your 4 Braziers. And if you're just going straight over to the lower left, vault up here because of the false floor. And then go the path for the lower left. So that is all the paths explained, either using the mechanic of the Braziers to figure out which paths are open, or just looking for the open paths yourself from where you teleport in from the swamp. So that will conclude this tutorial. I appreciate you watching. Go ahead and leave a like on the video and a comment if you found it useful, or if there's something I left out that you know about that I don't know about, please leave it in the comments. But thank you for watching and appreciate your support.